And for our newcomer, could you please give us your 30 to 45 second bio, real quick?
Yeah, I'm Ken Lang. I'm running for Regent, District 3 as well. I believe the Board of Regents is the keeper of dreams for our children, and it holds hope for our community. I have 30 years of educational policy and practice. I spent 12 years here as the Executive Director of the Nevada State Education Association, and in the last 3 years I've been working with foster kids and serving families across Southern Nevada.
Dr. Richard Hawkins, economist and attorney. For each of you, what experience do you have in the college classroom? And if you don't, how do you compensate for the lack of the trenches experience?
Well, I got the mic, so I guess I'm first. This is Ken Lang. My last college classroom experience within the intensity was getting my master's degree in educational administration at Georgia State University. I've been back from time to time to speak to college classes in education departments. I serviced in Florida and here in Nevada the student NEA program for close to 15 years of combined total, and worked with teachers as they've gone through their higher ed experiences.
Kevin Page. I spent time in the classroom when I was getting my MBA. I've also, since I've graduated, I've been involved with the UNLV Alumni Association, president for 3 years, on their board for 18 years. And every year, it's career week, I've been talking to the kids and continue to do it. As a matter of fact, just Thursday night, I was out talking to a group of kids to find out what they're experiencing. Because I think it's very important for the overall experience. And we want kids that come out are well educated, but we want them to be well rounded also, because I think it's really important that they come out and get jobs and be productive members of the community. Kevin Page.
Chris Steele again, and in my life I've lived in like 20 different cities around the country, and every city I lived in actually had a university. And just like Silicon Valley is what it is, thanks to all the universities that surround that region. One of the things I've observed about UNLV, to kind of play off the question I asked before you came in, was the lack of camaraderie, the lack of community, the lack of collaboration. One of the things I also kind of maybe to take the discussion to the next level is I've also observed in all the schools, there's always a level of bureaucracy, and I don't know, maybe you can call it like a stuffy bureaucrat type thing where the people are just self-serving. And I've seen that at UNLV more profoundly, which may lead to the issue around the siloing and everybody kind of looking for their constituents and kicking the other college and getting them out of the way. So when you're in office as a legislator doing a very important job, how are you going to counter that perspective of being a stuffy bureaucrat and somebody who actually is there to make a difference in the results?
Kevin Page. Well, I think one of the things that you have to do is you have to be on the campuses, which currently I spend a lot of time out talking to the students. Again, the experience for the students is very, very important. And you're right. I mean, there's a lot of people that control a lot of people's futures because of getting classes, or we've got kids now, it takes them 6, 7 years to get through the experience because a lot of times they just can't get classes. So if you can only get a class in the spring semester, you miss that class because it's full, or they won't open it up for you, you have to wait for the next year. So we have to do a much better job on that. And I think it's starting to change because of the budget cuts. People are more concerned about their jobs. They're also realize at the end of the day, I think part of the experience has been, a lot of people thought the students were a pain. Without the students, you don't have a university. And without the university, they don't need jobs. So the mindset has changed, and it needs to continue that way. Kevin Page.
Yeah, this is Ken Lang. A number of years ago, I was fortunate to serve on the founding committees for Nevada State College. And it was at that point in time that there was a conscious effort, a conscious decision, and as I was representing future constituents and students in the program, that we focus on a student-driven program. And I think that leads to the idea and a very fundamental principle. If you know what your mission is, and if that mission is clear, and you know who's going to deliver that mission, you need a whole lot less bureaucracy to get that done. You keep it clean, you keep it mean, you keep it efficient, and you keep driving down to where the delivery actually happens. And if you keep that focused, I think you start eliminating some of the bureaucracy. The other thing is, I think, I disagree with Kevin a little bit. I think the siloing that we experience today is coming because everybody has gone to their own bunker. Everybody's retreated, they're not talking to each other, they're frustrated, they're afraid they're going to lose friends. These budget cuts are absolutely incredibly difficult. But I have to tell you, I want to know where the anger is, that we have to cut, and we have to cut, and we have to cut. And so a lot of the questions are, well, are we cutting together? Are we lining up for the firing squad and agreeing that this is a good thing for everybody? We have to maintain a real solid attitude towards asking the citizens in this community for enough resources to get the job done.
And that's all the time we have for District 3. Thank you both for showing up.